welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. Today I have something a little bit different, and I'm going to try to scoot over a little bit so I can pop up pictures, videos, or numbers if I need to on this side. So I've been dreading this. Not just making the video, but I have been dreading facing the reality that is how much is in my makeup collection. I took a full inventory. I think I got all of the categories. It's very possible that I've missed one or two. Like, I didn't count any of my nail polishes, and I am starting to pull nail polishes into a project pan. It's not something that I want to do like a pan that nail polish, and it's not something where I want to finish a nail polish. I just want to make myself like motivated to use my nail polish. That got off track so fast. Let's get into the numbers. For makeup brushes, I have 184 makeup brushes. That is more makeup brushes than I think I even know what to do with. However, I did get myself a new little organizer because I was kind of tired of the cups. And I do like the organizer. I pulled out everything that I had in my back stock, and I have no hoarded makeup brushes. If I do, it is a complete and total accident. I've pulled all of them out. I have put them all in the organizer. I've sorted them by powder, fluffier brushes. I've sorted them by detail brushes and pencil brushes, and then just like blending and shading brushes. So with this reality, I don't feel like I really need to buy a whole lot of other brushes. I will say I only own one stippling brush, and I do love stippling brushes for the cream bronzers and cream blushes. So on my wish list for like Christmas, the only makeup brushes I should have are stippling brushes. Someone please remind me of that when I come out with a video talking about how I so want Sigma's newest brush release. I do hella want their enchanted brushes though. They're so pretty. So anyways, I don't need them. So remind me, I don't need them. I'm trying to be strong. And then let's just get right into, we have the shelf of shame, we have what's on my wall, and we have my e.l.f. palettes, and then also what's in my everyday makeup drawer. For all of the eyeshadow palettes, this does not include singles. This doesn't include a custom palette that I made from like Lethal Cosmetics with like all shimmer shades. I consider those singles because I bought them as like each single item and then put them in a palette myself. Eyeshadow palettes. I have 138 eyeshadow palettes. That's a lot of palettes. And I had less than 100 eyeshadow palettes at the beginning of the year. I think I had like maybe less than 80 at the beginning of the year. So of that, like a large amount of eyeshadow palettes have come into my possession in the last 7 months. Like more than some people will own in a lifetime. I am aware of this. I can't say that I'm like ashamed, but I also can't say that I'm proud of how many palettes that I have. I can just say that I really would like to get to know what formulas I love, what formulas I could do without, and just make more responsible choices moving forward. and also just make sure that I am using what I have. You know, not just only buying new, using the new, and then putting it on a shelf to forget about it until a much later date. Brow products. I have 8 brow products, and I am comfortable having like a pencil, a brow mascara that I love, and a clear brow mascara. Although I will say I don't really use a clear brow mascara, but if I use a pencil, then I am likely to use a clear brow mascara to set it. So I would really ideally like to get that down to 3 in the next year or 2. I don't want to keep repurchasing brow products. I feel like I finally have found brow products that I love and enjoy. I kind of ended up with that many because I wasn't sure what I liked, and I was really looking for like a shade that I liked and a formula that I liked, and now I know where I want to spend my money the next time I do need a replacement, until they get discontinued, which will inevitably happen, and then my numbers will probably go up again while I look for a new one. For mascara, I have 6 open and 11 unopened. Now, that does include at least half of those that are open and unopened are trial size, deluxe minis, that type of thing. So it's a large number, and I didn't split by like trial sizes and full sizes. I may drill down on that a bit more as I go through, you know, using products. But for right now, my first time taking inventory, this is where we're at. I really would like to get down to having 2 open mascaras. I'm okay having 3 if one of those is a mini size that I keep in my desk, because sometimes I do, like, I'm in a hurry and I run downstairs to go to a meeting and I realized I've forgotten like mascara because it was the last step, and I just want to throw something on real quick. And then I don't need 11 unopened mascaras. My goal right now is to not purchase anymore. I will say I just got another one literally today, and that's included in my numbers. I got one today that was in like a skincare type like bundle. And I've been getting quite a few as free gift with purchase. So if I get more through free gift with purchase, I think that's okay, but I'm not going to go out of my way to make a purchase to get a free gift with purchase, if that makes sense. I don't know why the light was flickering behind me. Okay, I'm back. Not sure what's going on. The light above me was flickering. I don't know if a bulb was starting to go out or pulling too much electricity with the air conditioner because it is disrespectfully hot outside, but we're gonna try to keep going. So primers, including trial or mini sizes, I have 16. I think ideally I would like to get around to 4 or 5 primers because I do have some that have like different purposes. So I like a good hydrating primer. I like a good glowy primer. I like the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. And then I like one that has like more of a cooling sensation, like a skin calming sensation. So that's kind of my goal on where I would like to be with primers, is like 4 or 5. So I definitely don't need 16. I'm working on using up as much as I can of the Tarte Shape Base Tape in my Partners in Cream. Right now, I have at least 4 minis of primers. So I'd like to work through the one that I have open and then work through some of my older full sizes and not really worry about the total number as much as just making sure that I'm using the oldest products and open products first. But primers are on my no-buy list. I do not need to purchase any more primers. Speaking of primers, eye primer and glitter glue, I have 4. So one is in Makeup Purgatory, and I just tried it again today. For anyone new to my channel, Makeup Purgatory is where I put items that like I don't think are working for me, but I just need a break from to decide how I feel about it, gather my thoughts, and then try it again. So I have one primer that I'm pretty sure is going bad. I have had it a while. You know, some people, their eye makeup primers last an eternity, or maybe they just can work around it. But for me, it seems like this one's going bad. And I'm still deciding. I need to try it 1 or 2 more times. And I may put it back in Makeup Purgatory to possibly be decluttered at a later date. But in any case, I have 4, 2 actual eye primers and 2 glitter glues. And they're the same brand, glitter glue. I bought one and I bought a backup, not realizing how incredibly long it takes to go through those. And then I have 7 unopened foundations or skin tints and 5 open. So I really would like to reduce that number. I don't think I need that many foundations or skin tints. I really would like 1 skin tint, 1 foundation that's more medium full coverage, 1 lightweight foundation, and 1 CC cream. For concealer, I have 4 unopened and 5 open. I am so close to finishing 2 of them, and that will take me down to 3 open concealers. Ideally, I would like to have 2 open, and I'm okay with having 4 unopen as long as I'm working through them. So if there is a concealer that I just absolutely fall in love with and want to repurchase, I'm okay repurchasing 1. I don't feel like I need to repurchase all of the concealers. For face powder, I currently have 4. I have 2 pressed powder and 2 loose powder, and I would like to reduce that number by at least 1. And then for cream blush, I have 16. And that is a very large amount of cream blush, in my opinion. Cream blush, like cream products in general, go bad a lot faster than powder products do in general. And so I definitely would like to move through some of those cream blushes. I will say I am pretty good about when I do a full face of makeup like this, I use a cream blush and cream bronzer, and then I set it down with a powder bronzer and powder blush so that it lasts longer. My apologies if I am in a different location than the last time you saw me. I keep getting interrupted filming. So cream blush, I would like to reduce that number. I don't really have a number in mind. I think I'm just going to work through some usage goals of the cream blushes that came into my collection first. I will say, I don't think any of them are over a year old. I just recently started getting into cream blush and cream bronzer, but I don't want that number to get out of hand and then find myself having to toss a bunch of products. Well, the number's out of hand, but I want to make sure that I am not purchasing any more cream products. For powder blushes, somehow I missed recording this in the video, but anyways, I have 26 powder blushes. My goal is to be around 25, so not too mad at that number. For the e.l.f. bite size duos, I'm not sure why, but I counted them in this category. I think for the next inventory, they'll go in the face palettes where they belong. Cream bronzer, I think, is a manageable number. I have 3. I have 1 cool tone that's a contour, 1 warmer tone that is like really orangey warm, and then I have 1 that's in between. I think I'd like to get the orangey warm one out of my collection because I find myself having to pair it with the contour to kind of like take the orange tones down, a little bit. But overall, I'm okay with that number. For powder bronzer, I have 5. It's honestly about 1 more than what I need. 1 is a deluxe sample size. But I honestly don't need that many bronzers in my collection. Like, they don't really give me different looks. I think I'd like to take it down to 3, where I have 1 baked, 1 matte, and 1 luminous. So a total of 3 powder bronzers would be totally fine with me. Especially keeping into consideration that I have a lot of face palettes, and some of those have bronzers in them. For highlighter, I didn't split this into cream and powder because I really wasn't sure where I wanted to put Super Shock, because it's not really totally a cream, but it's not totally a powder either. And I have a couple of products like that. So, and then I also have loose highlighter, and then I have, I think, 4 total cream or liquid highlighters. So in total, I have 39 of those. So my goal on that is just to use up the ones that are repetitive. So if they are repetitive colors, they're not unique shades, or to kind of get my thoughts and feelings around ones that I'm not sure about and declutter any that I don't love. That's kind of just where I stand with highlighters. For face palettes, I have 24. Face palettes for me are any item that has more than 2 different products. So like, it could be a blush and a bronzer, a blush and a highlighter, or multiple of the same product. So like 3 blushes, 2 blushes, 2 highlighters, you get the point. I definitely do not need that many face palettes, especially considering the number of blush and highlighter that I have. So my goal at this point is just to make sure I'm getting use on the oldest ones in my collection. And then for eyeliner, I have 51, and I wouldn't say I'm on a hard no buy for eyeliner, but I will say my goal for eyeliner is to make sure that I am using up anything that is repetitive. I only need 1 black cream gel liner. I only need 1 black liquid eyeliner. I don't even know that I need a black liquid eyeliner. I think I would like to have a good one in my collection, but I do have some colors that are repetitive, so I think we will definitely see those rolling into some projects soon. But that's just kind of where I stand with eyeliner, and my goal is the same for lip liner. I have 43 lip liners. I bought the ColourPop Lippy Pencil Vault, and while there are different tones and there are different shades, I don't know that I need that many different tones and shades. For lip gloss, I have 18, and I don't think I need 18 lip glosses, but I will say quite a few of them I'm pretty sure are going to expire soon. So my goal for lip gloss is just to get as much use out of them as I can before they completely turn. And then for lip oil, I have 14. I have a set of like 4 or 5 that are from ColourPop that I think are on their way out. I didn't realize the lip oils from ColourPop would kind of like expire like they are. Like, I didn't think they were like lip gloss. I don't know why. I'm not very smart when it comes to makeup, apparently. So again, my goal is just to get as much use as I can out of those, and that does include 2 or 3 mini ones. So 14 lip oils is a lot. I will say I apply lip oil at least every single day. I do use lip oil even if I am wearing no other makeup. There's lip oil on my face, and it's applied a couple times a day. I love lip oil. Other lip products like lip treatments, lippy scrubs, that type of thing, I have 14. Again, my goal with this one is just to use what I have and use the oldest products first. I don't think I need to purchase any other lip treatments. I don't think I need to purchase any other lip oils. I I'm okay purchasing some new lip gloss when the others expire, as long as I can prove to myself that I am using what I have. For lipstick, including, I didn't split liquid lipstick and bullet lipsticks, so this is one category combined. This number shocked me. I did not expect to have this many, but I have 118 liquid and bullet lipsticks. And that's a lot. I think to start with, my goal is to get that number under 100, whether it be through organic use or products expiring. As long as I'm using the products that are expiring before they go, you know, at least getting 10, 15 uses out of them before they turn, I think I'll be comfortable with that. I still will have some guilt about throwing away unused products. I always do. But my overall goal with that is just to use what I have. Eyeshadow Singles, including Cream and Super Shock. Sorry, these are a little bit out of order. I'll try to be more organized next time. So this is if I picked out any lethal eyeshadows and put them in a palette, any Super Shock shadows, cream shadows, all of them combined, I have 175. The only justification I can provide to you is when I do an eye look, I use at minimum 4 eyeshadows. Today, I think I have like 7 or 8 on my face. So I do use a variety of shadows for each eye look. I love to blend out. I love to layer shimmers. What does this look like? What does this do to the eye look? So I do like to experiment in that aspect. I have put myself on a no-buy for Super Shock shadows. I don't need any more Super Shock shadows. I was not reaching for them. I'm putting them in projects now to try to get usage goals on them or to hit pan on them, depending on how much use I already have on it. So I am reaching for them now, but I do find myself having to be forceful about it. So eventually I would like to get my Super Shock collection down to just the ones that I know I absolutely love and can't stop reaching for. I don't need, you know, a whole entire rack of Super Shock shadows. I don't use them enough to justify that. For fun stuff and glitter, I have 9. I think I'm okay with that number. I do know 2 of them are like the Lizzie McGuire glitters, and I think they're probably going to be drying out soon. This does include Jelly Much shadows, and those do dry up pretty quickly. I have tried to rehydrate one of them, and I don't think I used enough oil with it, but I'm gonna try again. And if it doesn't work, I am unfortunately gonna have to just declutter it. For setting and hydrating sprays, I have 7 of them, and that includes 2 minis and 1 that I am almost done with. So I feel like I have at least 3 that, well, I'm almost done with 2 setting sprays. I feel like I'm going to work through those. I feel like I could probably end the year with 2 of the ones that I currently have still in my collection, and potentially repurchasing like 1 or 2 of them. So I'm okay. I'm comfortable with that. I don't think I need as many as I have, but I'm not, you know, kicking myself for having as many as I do. I will work through them, and I think I can get through quite a few before the end of the year. For facial moisturizers, I have 3 open and 5 unopened. That does not include any minis or deluxe size samples. I typically keep 1 in my bathroom and 1 to 2 in my skincare fridge. I usually keep like a thicker cream, and then I also keep like a more just like hydrating, like lock in your serum type one. And I kind of switch off between them. I got really tired of the Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer, which is weird because I was excited to buy another one on sale, and then out of nowhere I was like, man, I'm really tired of this. But I do have a backup of it, so I will need to use all of it. I don't think I need 5 unopened ones, but I am not the only female in my house that uses face moisturizer. So if my daughter needs any, I probably will pass one on to her. And if my mom needs any, I will pass one on to her. So these will get used, and I will be, you know, forthcoming about my numbers if I, you know, pass one on to a family member. For sunblock, I have 3. I have 1 open that I'm working on and 2 in back stock, 1 that I bought myself and 1 that came in an Ipsy bag. So goal for sunblock is simply just to not purchase anymore unless I am purchasing a replacement. I'm okay having the 3 that I do because 1 is like a matte every day under my makeup. One is a like more acne fighting one, and then actually 2 are more acne fighting. And I may actually end up giving one of those to my daughter. I just want to try it out first and see how I feel about it and kind of gather my thoughts. And then after I've had a week or 2 of using it, I probably will pass it on to my daughter. It's just a brand and product that I've never used before, and I would like the opportunity to use it before I pass it on to my teenager and never see it again. So that was a lot. That was a lot of talking, a lot of numbers, and a lot of products. So how are you doing? Are you on a low buy? Are you on like a building my collection status? Are you working on any project pans to try to work through your collection? I'm curious how you're doing. It's okay if you have treated yourself and you haven't been perfect on your low buy or no buy. Give yourself a little bit of grace, especially if you're actively trying to reduce your spending and increase your usage. No one is perfect, of course. It is just great that you are making an attempt to use what you have and making an attempt to consume less new products. If you aren't on a low buy or no buy and you are just building your collection, the only thing I can say is just kind of like get a number in your head of where you want to be with each product category, and don't give in to FOMO, because it is difficult once you start giving into FOMO to stop giving into FOMO. You know, I definitely have always kind of had like a fear of missing out, and it just translated over into makeup. I mean, I've gone through cycles of being addicted to craft products, being addicted to beading supplies. It didn't matter what it was just a fear of missing out, that if I didn't buy it and I didn't buy it now, that I was never going to have it. And then what would my life be like if I didn't have that? And then I would feel guilty and I would feel shame for spending the money. And I don't want to be in that cycle anymore. I want to have healthy spending habits, and I want to enjoy the things that I have without shame or guilt, and just have fun in my hobbies and find joy in the little things, like getting to share makeup with my daughter, or, you know, getting to interact with other beauty and makeup lovers, those types of things. So that was a very long-winded way of saying thank you for watching. And if you like this video, I hope you'll give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.